Hello everybody, and this is Justin Pontarelli, and I'm back, and we're going to be playing more Interstellar Pilot. And basically, this file is a continuation of the file that I started for my Getting Started tutorial, which happened to be a 4-part series. And I wanted to make a follow-up for it, basically just to review all the wonderful ways you can make money in this game. But the first time I wanted to do this video, my ship really was not up to par, and I ended up just kind of being a courier and running courier missions, and that was just kind of boring, so I'm like, nah, let's not post that. Instead, this time, we're going to be doing battle. Lots of battle. In fact, right now, we're on a bounty. We're going to be hunting down a ship off the bounty list. In fact, let me show you our target. Let's go to all bounties. And the ship we're looking for... Not that one. Right here. It's a ship called the Perfect. It's a Drake class in the Solace sector. Let me show you how I've decked out my ship. So I finally got it battle ready. Okay. So let's take a look at the components. I've got I think it's 2 forward-facing turrets, laser turrets, and the top turret points in all directions. I get a rear-facing missile launcher, which can actually launch missiles backwards as well. Okay. Let me go through this doohickey, and then we're going to show you some more stuff. Actually, I'm going to pause it as soon as we get inside this thing, because our target should be somewhere in this area. Okay. We don't use any mines. I don't like them. If you guys want to play around with them, by all means, go ahead. So I just don't have them included on my ship at all. This is the best shielding you can get for this vessel. The best engine, best power generator. I do not yet have my passenger module, but we're going to get that back pretty soon. And excellent capacitor, cloaking device, and electronic countermeasures level 2. And as far as my inventory, let me show you guys what I have. Alright. We got 20 ECM. That's for anti-missile defense. You drop those bad boys and they cannot hit you with missiles. 3 level 2 laser turrets. Like I said, this bottom one can fire in any direction. 25 Achilles missiles. Into the bottom, the cloaking device button. Basically, my opinion on the cloaking device is once you're in battle, do not use it. Unless you have to, unless you're being beaten. So if you are being beaten, run away first until you are outside of the enemy vessel's firing range. Then you can safely cloak. Because while you're cloaking, your shields will go down. Okay? Beyond that, piece of cake. Okay? Let's take a look around this area here. Oops, that's dead. Okay, there we go. Let's take a look around. And that's the guy. That's the guy we want right there. Alright. Okay. let's take a look at him first, because we're outnumbered if we try this. Let's uncloak and see what they do. I'm hoping he comes at me and not his friend. He's on his way. That's good. Looks like we're gonna have some competition here. There's a bounty hunter in the area. This guy's mine. Need him for dinner right now. Watch those beeps. Hear that beep? Launch that. Launch that when the beeps get fast. Now light them up. He thinks he's gonna get away, but he's not. As soon as you hear those beeps, launch that UCM, guys. Uh-oh. What's going on now? I got a patrol on my booty. Can I get him or not? Oh, come on. Come on. We got it. Bounty received. There we go. Awesome. Art of firing range. Cloak. Get out of there. Check it out. Beautiful. Now, I did not expect to have that other ship come over necessarily, but he kind of snuck up on me, so kind of a little disappointed in myself. But we got the money. 12,000 from one team and 16,000 from another team. Alright. Now, bounty hunting is not always easy, okay? Let's not pretend it is for a single second. Okay? In fact, let me show you what I did, okay? To find that bounty. Go to log. All bounties. Then basically you look down this list, okay? So what are we looking at here? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. This is the last known location of these ships and these pilots. This is who they're wanted by. Duh, right? Obviously. And this is the bounty that's being offered for their death. Okay. If you see a red name, that means that's an enemy. If you see a green name, that means that's an ally, or basically that person is friendly towards you. You do not want to go around attacking your allies and creating enemies, so let's not do that. So what we want to do is we want to find a red name in this column. Alright? Like so. There's one right there. But I'm going to tell you why we're not going to go after him. Okay. Now, in this case, we have two ships from the same team, and we're not allied with them. There are enemies, so attacking them is not going to change anything between us. All right, and the bounty on them is respectable. Okay. 9,500 for one ship, 8,000 for another ship. But here's the difference. One is a flyer X. Remember, the X means it can cloak. That's a Hornet A. Computers do not upgrade their ships to cloak, so that ship will be visible. The flyer X will not be visible. So when you go around bounty hunting, make sure you're not chasing around anything that has an X in its name, because you're probably not going to find it. You're going to waste your time, and it's not going to work. But this one, for example, we could chase down. Not a problem. And this will tell you of course, the last area it was located in. So what you do at that point is you click on it, set waypoint, and it will take you to the last known location of that ship, if that's where you want to go. Okay. But now that we have some money, that's not our goal. We're going to go back to Gatopia and do some regular combat missions. So, I hope you could tell from that battle that I know what I'm doing. I've been playing this long enough now to be really decent at battle. And obviously, as you can tell, I came equipped for combat. Lots of electronic countermeasures, 2-stop missiles. Basically, I should have been literally untouchable if I had used them all correctly. But it is possible to mess up sometimes, because if an enemy fires a missile at you at close range, you might not have time to react to stop the missile from hitting you, okay? Likewise, even if your enemy has electronic countermeasures also, your missiles, could still hit. Alright. Typically, most enemies only hold about 5 electronic countermeasures. Meaning, after you've launched 5 missiles at them, the rest will hit. So, for example, it's not always wise to launch a group of missiles all at once, because if they can stop one, they're going to stop the whole bunch, which means you'll have wasted missiles. Which is why I only have 1 missile turret, because that's all you need to do, 1 missile at a time. So once they've stopped 5 missiles, the rest will hit. Guaranteed. Unless, of course, they have more than 5 electronic countermeasures to use. So that was how you go bounty hunting. And of course, as you can tell, it can be very rewarding once you're equipped to do it. But if you're not up to the challenge quite yet, let me show you how you would do it if you're starting off. So this video is basically designed to be like a follow-up to the Getting Started tutorial series. Let's get repaired first, though. Okay. So we did take a bit of a beating, but it's not so bad. We still made out like a bandit with lots of money. So let's get some of our equipment back. Okay. Buy some missiles. replenish our stock of these things. We do have room for more in the cargo hold, but we're not going to go with more. Let's buy that passenger module just to round things out. And now basically our ship can do anything it wants. Now we can fight, carry cargo, you name it. Okay. So let's see here. So I saved us a nice easy mission. Okay. Let's take this one. Let's get out of here. Now first of all, it's nice to always have an escape route in mind. So if you want to rush back to a place to repair and get more missiles, here's my suggestion. Click on a military outpost, select it as a target, toggle waypoint. Check it out. Now we have two arrows. The red arrow with the blue star is our mission location. Okay, we're gonna fight the Hornet, I think it was. The arrow with the pink star is our waypoint. So when it's time to retreat, we follow the pink star. Okay. Now, as I tried to explain in battle before, when someone shoots missiles at you, do not launch your ECM immediately. Wait till the beeps get a little faster. Okay? Because if you launch your ECM too soon, the missile might still hit you. Likewise, if you launch it too late, it might still hit you. So, kind of listen for the beeps. When they get a bit faster, that's usually the best time to launch your ECM. Okay? And basically, the closer to you that your ECM happens to be, the more protection it provides you. And when I was starting out, I was lousy with using them, so I never did. I never used them at all. I never stocked them. I just used lasers. I didn't bother with missiles. Because I would always notice that when I'm shooting at an enemy with missiles, my shots never landed, okay? It was because, of course, they would be carrying ECM. Like this guy is here. Okay? Bingo. ECM. Right there. Like I said, 5. Okay? So basically he can shoot me, or I can shoot him with missiles about 5 times. And technically, if he does it correctly, none of my first 5 missiles should land. Now, as far as his components, he's got some lasers. He can drop mines. With some of these ships, what they like to do is they'll fly past you and around you, dropping mines as they go. So if you chase them, typically they will hit you with mines. Mines can be decent, so don't underestimate them. That's why we're going to try to stay away from him as far as possible and just shoot him up. That's the plan, okay? And also, don't forget to rotate your shields occasionally, like rotate your ship around, so you're not always taking all the hits on your frontal shield, because if you do that, your shield's going to collapse, and you'll be vulnerable. And since all my weapons are basically designed to be forward firing, except for my missile, well, well, anyway, I hope you get the idea. Okay? Watch your shields, guys. That's all it is. Watch your shields. Stay at a distance. Here we go. Rockets away. So you know what? Like I told you, he's going to try to fly by me. So he's dropping mines, trying to figure if I will chase him or not. And there you go. He didn't stand a chance. Now, here's something right now. Let's check this out, guys. anytime you destroy a ship, usually, where'd my pen go? Come on, pen, work, let's go. Usually, he'll drop cargo. Well, I should not say drop it, but it's kind of like scrap that's left behind from the fight, okay? My opinion on cargo is this. If you steal enemy cargo, okay? See how some of it's labeled with like a red box? The other stuff's not labeled with a red box? If you steal cargo that has a red box label on it, in other words, we're going to click on it and check out what happens, okay? So we're just going to cloak for right now. And that, for example, right there. See how it says ECM1 Spire? That means it's owned by Spire. And Spire's an enemy. If you collect enemy cargo, they may put a bounty on you. Which means, unless you're prepared to have bounty hunters possibly chasing you, do not collect dropped weapons. It's not a good idea. However, I am prepared because I have a cloaking device and a decent engine, okay? Meaning if I have to run or hide, I can. Which means the bounty hunter will not find me. Alright? So I can always run away and go to a place to repair or restock. And I also have the capacity to fight off bounty hunters because I have missiles, lasers, good shields, ECM. I am prepared. And just like you saw in that one fight, okay, I was ready to do it. So we're going to go ahead and take these. And now you can also click on these things in the list here, in your scanner list. And then just click on them, you know, with the tractor beam. Now, on the other hand, if you're not prepared to have a bounty on your head, then do not steal cargo. But this stuff, on the other hand, is just scrap metal and scrap electronics. Collecting that will not put a bounty on your head. Now also, you will also get a bounty put on your head, typically if you start battling people for money, like I just did, okay? In fact, check this out. Let's go to log, and here we go. The current bounty on my head is 27,250 credits. I cannot pay that back. Okay? And who do I owe that bounty to? Well, let's take a look. Scroll down the list, and you'll find your name in blue. Right there. So, Epsilon wants me dead. The bandits want me dead. Spire wants me dead. And so does Fortuna, Fang, and Aurora. Do I care? Not really. Because like I said, I'm ready to run, or fight, or hide. Okay? So if you're prepared to either run, fight, or hide, feel free to fight people for money and get a bounty on your head. Okay. Now, another way to make money is you can go after these things here. So, if there's dropped cargo someplace, you know, target the subject. And in the corner, I don't know if you noticed that in the upper left-hand corner, it tells you what the cargo is. In this case, it's nanochips. But right now, I'm mostly full with, I'm mostly full of missiles and ECM. So right now, transporting cargo or going after dropped cargo is not going to really be my thing. Okay? So there basically comes a point when you're playing this game when you have to decide, do I want to transport cargo and buy and sell cargo, or do I want to get into fights? Okay. So let's do one more battle for fun. This time I'm going to show you how I look for battles to do for money without having to go to different stations by flying there. Okay, real simple thing here. Yeah, we'll leave them alone. Typically, when stuff like that happens in an area like this, they get dealt with by patrollers anyway. Okay, so you don't always have to worry about every enemy you see. Okay, you just don't have to. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. I'm in a repair shop. I was about to say, why do I not see an option to trade for weapons or anything? There we go, we're going this way. That's where we want to go. Alright. Now you'll notice when you approach anything, whether it's a station, a ship, whatever it is, you're going to have a chance to shoot it if you want. Okay? Even if it's, you know, friendly towards you. And unless you want to declare war, don't shoot it. Don't give in to temptation. That's all. Okay. So, after you've picked up someone's cargo, if you don't want it, sell it. Otherwise, keep it. I'm selling it. Okay. Now here's what you do. Go to request taxi. Okay? Or first, look at the job board. Okay? Now, check this out. Here's a mission where where the computer tells us plainly that they don't think we can handle it. Okay? We suggest that your current vessel is not powerful enough alone for this mission. In other words, don't do it. That's the ship list. That means you have to take on a Drake Interruptor by yourself. Okay? Now, watch this, we're going to do it though. I want to show you that we can do this. There's a strategy. So even if you're outgunned and outmanned, you can do this. But first, I'm going to go ahead and put my phone on the charger. And while you all wait, you can play the old Jeopardy theme song in your head. All right, remember that theme song if you're old enough? Do 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 dun dun. Wait, and where were we here? Like I said, keep your exit point in mind. Let's go. Gets a little laggy at first after I plug in my charger, but it'll calm down. Got our scanner ready. Now, how do you handle it when you're going to have two ships chasing after you trying to kill you? Or more ships, for example, than two. Maybe 3, 4, 5. We're going to use the strategy that it comes down to a hit and run, okay? And it's a strategy that relies very heavily off the use of missiles. And it's also based upon the assumption that your allies will help you once you get close enough to be assisted. Now, first of all, this army, you might not have to run from it. It's not that big a deal, okay? So basically, watch your range, watch how close they are to you, and basically get ready to run. to the beeps. Get ready to run. Here comes the strategy. You might be thinking, running is really not a strategy. Well, if it helps you get your work done... Oh, why is he getting so far away? Alright, well, we didn't have to run away. We do have a bounty hunter close to us, so let's get ready to run. Or better yet, let's go ahead and let's fight him too, shall we? We will demonstrate to him that we don't like being picked on. Well, we gotta recharge anyway and get re-equipped. Alright, let's repair. So sometimes you might take on a mission that's not worth it. That does happen sometimes. This is the wrong place again. Alright. So the bounty hunter is probably still around someplace. Yeah, he's right there. Right there, I just ran into a cloaked vessel. But anyway, I hope you understood what I was trying to do with that last mission, you know. Basically, what happens typically is that the ships will chase you down. They will continually chase you, okay? Trying to kill you. If you're outnumbered, you typically want to lock on to the fastest ship, or the closest ship, which is going to be the fastest one, typically, and just start lobbing missiles at it. As fast as possible. One at a time. Okay? And one at a time, they'll start to drop. And if you run back towards Allied territory, eventually your allies will come to your aid, and they'll also try to kill the ships that you're trying to kill. Because, you know, for example, with this job board, okay, they're the ones that want them dead too. They're also going to try to help you. Okay, not a big deal. Now, let's say, for example, you want to do a passenger run. Let's do a quick passenger run. Alright. Let's go to... No, not here. Hold on. We just want to do a quick run for the purpose of demonstration. That's all we want to do, guys. Hold on. Just a second. Perfect. Katopia. We'll take it. Toggle waypoint. Pick them up. It's always nice to double check to see if anyone else wants to go to the same location. See? Right there. Another pink star. Pick them up. Okay? On dock. See the pink star? That's our waypoint. Okay? Now, Let's say you don't know where the place is. Go ahead, go to ship, orders, dock at my waypoint. And if your ship is set to cloak and has a cloaking device, it'll cloak. And there you go. Easy money right there. No fight, no mess. That's it. Free money. Okay? And if you have a good passenger capacity, you can make some decent money also doing this. Okay? You could technically make... Let's say, for example, I pick up these guys here, right? That's 3,000. That's over 4,000, maybe over 4,000 for the 2 passengers. And yeah, you're flying across, across space for measly 4,000. But there's no overhead charges, right? No repair fees. No having to re-equip yourself with more missiles and more doohickeys to save yourself. Nothing. And if you have a ship that cloaks, okay, you can make free, easy money. Alright? What else can we do? Alright, let's see here. Like I said, ship recovery is not really my cup of tea, okay? Because sometimes the ships will be in the same sector that you're in, sometimes they won't be, okay? But in my opinion, it's not worth it because it's just a pain. You've already seen me do courier missions. It's not hard, okay? You simply accept the mission and you follow the you follow the blue star, okay? Now let's do some trading. Let's run this on a nice simple trade run. Alright. Maybe diamonds. Let's do some diamonds maybe. No, maybe not diamonds. See anything around here that we can do? Perfect. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not perfect. Alright. Let's see if they have any bikes. The thing said they don't, but that might be wrong. That's not always accurate for some reason. They might have bikes. Let's find out. Okay, it's perfectly accurate. They have no bikes. Wonderful. Is anything nearby? Let's find out. Anything in Enderola? Let's see. Alright. Here we go. Let's do it. Okay. So, let's check the drop-off. Missiles, wow, okay. So basically everything in this game becomes about finding your way around, which means knowing how to work with waypoints, stuff like that, okay. And then, obviously you can tell that my funds are starting to pile up. And once you have enough money, you can either buy a new ship, trade in your current one, or... what did I do? I know what I did. I changed my waypoint. I think cargo prices... Okay. There we go. Yeah, so... as far as trading is concerned, you don't have to have a trading or freighter ship. You just don't have to. But it does help because, obviously, the more stuff you trade, the more money you're going to make, okay? So this is just going to be for the purpose of demonstration on how to do it. Got a bounty hunter around somewhere for some reason. Probably after me, maybe. I don't know, but I'm cloaked, so I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, you can't get me. No problem. You can dock while cloaked, so that's one nice thing. So now that we're here, we're going to buy his stuff. We're going to buy his food grains. Yeah, 21. Alright. Not bad. Are we going to make a lot? No, not really. But, like I'm going to demonstrate right now, different things have different profit margins. Okay? Real quick, because we're getting, our video's running long again. Okay? Like if we buy jewelry from one of these places here, okay? That's the buy price. That's the price that we're going to be selling at. Which means that the difference between these two numbers, for example, that's your profit. Okay. Stuff I have now, food grains, well, it's not going to be a very big profit margin. But that's okay. The idea, obviously, is to have an actual freighter to carry a lot more cargo. Okay? And even with cargo vessels, you can actually buy cloaking devices for them. Except for the larger crayon vessels. Okay? But the small ones, the haulers, can all cloak. Even the mining ships can cloak. Okay? So save up a bit of money, buy a cloaking device. They're well worth it. Okay? In fact, a proper ship will pay for itself, eventually, if you put it to work. Okay? So, obviously you're not always going to just have one ship, unless you just decide you want to keep the game, you know, relatively slow paced and just slowly work your way to the top and just have one big ship eventually. But if you don't mind being really busy, then, and if you want to make some money, you're going to want a fleet. So as soon as we get to our destination, I'm going to show you guys basically how you'll go about buying another ship. I mean, it really is easy, but because this is designed as a follow-up to the Getting Started tutorial, this is meant for people that, you know, are having trouble figuring this game out and want a little, you know, heads up, for example. Okay. That's why I don't do manual piloting. Instead of avoiding ships, they bang into them. It's crazy. So yeah, one lesson to be learned is that manually piloting saves time. Maybe not much time, but saves enough time. So let's see. We've done bounty hunting. We've attacked ships for money. We've done a quick passenger run. I showed you guys how to set waypoints so you can get to these places. I also showed you guys how to do courier missions in the tutorials. I didn't actually show you guys how to carry your ship back to a base, but that's not difficult. So let's say someone has a stranded ship. They want you to return it to them for money. You just find it, click on it, tractor it, drag it back to the location that they want it dragged back to, and you get your money. They're okay missions for people who are starting out new to the game. They're kind of boring, and if an enemy decides to chase you down while you're doing it, then it can be it can be bad because you might be caught and you might die. Okay, so keep that in mind. So we're at the 45-minute mark. If we get cut off, I will post what we have, hopefully. Maybe not, but anyway. I want to do one last thing, guys. So let's complete our mission for trading. Click on your target. Dock. Go to trade. Go to sell. Okay, there you go. We made our money. Let's go to request taxi. Let's go to military outpost. Or better yet, let's go to cheap ship. Trade station. Buy ship. There you go. You can buy a ranger. Okay, for example, you click on your ship, and let me show you how you would put them to work. Buy and enter. Here's our new ship. Orders. First of all, put them on a fleet. Okay? Give them some settings. If you can cloak, tell them to cloak. Tell them to dock if you can. As far as stance, he's not a warship in this case. If he's not going to be designed for fighting, you could also just tell him not to attack anything. Just unclick those buttons. Give him a home base. Where do you want him to be stationed at most of the time? Okay, we got him here, so let's make this our base, okay? Then we click that again, fleet settings, click on special, and then tell him to do whatever it is that he can do, whether it's transporting passengers, mining asteroids, or trading. In this case, let's tell him to trade. Look at that. He's going to go and buy diamonds from the refinery, and then he's going to just go try to sell them. Okay? Neat, right? Okay, awesome. And that's it. And now you have the beginnings of your own fleet, and now you know how to make automated money. Okay? So if you want to make him a passenger ship, for example, get him a passenger bay. If you want a better ship, wait for more money. No big deal. Okay? Go back to your flagship. Enter. Check out your properties list. And there you go. You have a ship assigned to a fleet that's been given special orders. And that's what he's going to go do. In this case, he's going to go trading. Okay? Preferably, buy a ship that you can equip a cloaking device to. Okay? In fact, let me show you my favorites in terms of ships. Let's go to request taxi. Oh, sorry, hold on. Buy ship. Hauler Ps are great for hauling passengers, okay? Especially because they can hold the maximum amount of passengers. But Pioneer Ps are faster. Okay? So either way, if you want to do passenger hauling, those are the options I would recommend. As far as having fighters at your disposal for whatever purposes, Hornets are really fast. Okay, they're the fastest vessels you can get. Hornet X's come equipped with cloaking devices. Okay, so that's always nice. We're going to do some mining. Let me show you how to do that real quick, too. Hauler M's are good for mining. Tell them to mine asteroids, and they'll deposit their ore in the closest refinery. They'll sell it. It's good money, okay? You can buy smaller ones, too. Okay, Ranger M. It's also a mining vessel. It's just cheaper with a smaller capacity, that's all. No big deal. One final stop, I think. Military outpost. These guys have good military ships. Okay, typically fighters. My favorite realistically is the Hornet X. Okay. If you want more guns and probably a stronger body, go with the Flyer. Okay. And then finally, if you have the expansion packs, you're going to have access to the Magnus, okay, the Overlord, the Ares, the Crayon Freighters, okay, great capacity on these things, okay, and finally the Thunder Pack, okay. Now, without the pack, you can get the Orion, and the Orion is a decent vessel, okay? It really is. I've actually used Orions to destroy Thunders. I've used them to destroy Overlords and Magnuses. So don't pretend that you have to have all the packs to have a good vessel, okay? That's all I'm going to say about the matter. So I hope this long video was instructional and helpful. And let's get back to our ship to end the video. We're going to fly off into the sunset. And this is the Magician signing off and saying, guys, good luck, enjoy the game.